So now this chapter is the structural organization in the animals. For structural organization, again beta, your maximum portion has been deleted. The only one portion that which is going to come for your exams, structural organization in animals. For this chapter, this is the 7th chapter of your book, and for this chapter, maximum portion has been deleted, right? The only part which is going to come is the animal tissues, right? The only part which is going to be there for your term 1 exams, that is the animal tissues. Clear? So only the tissues of the different types, that is 4 types of the tissues, you have studied the basic 4 kinds and their subkinds, right? Their structure, function, location, we have studied. So that is only the portion from this chapter. Okay? Nothing related to the cockroach or to the earthworm or the frog that will be there asked in your paper. ठीक है, उनमें से कुछ भी नहीं आएगा. That is simply the animal tissues. Getting right? So animal tissues of how many types we have studied? We have studied it for 4 types. What are the 4 types of the animal tissues we have studied? First is epithelial, second is muscular, third is connective, fourth is nervous. Connective tissue and the nervous tissue. For these, we have further studied their types. For epithelial, we have studied first the simple and compound, and they all together, which are resulting into the 5 of the subkinds, right? Muscular, on and all, 3 of the subtypes. Connective, if we categorize it into the categories, there are 3 categories, broader ones. 3 categories: loose connective, dense connective, and specialized. But overall, there are 5 of the subkinds, and many of them are still divided into their still the subkinds, right? So these are, nervous is only one, that is a nervous tissue. So these are the divisions of the tissues that we have studied earlier. Coming to the divisions of the tissues further, the first is epithelial tissue. The first type of the tissue is the epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is the lining tissue. Lining tissue means this is going to provide the lining, yani inner layer, innermost layer, that which is done by the epithelial tissue, right? This, because of being an innermost layer, this becomes secretive, okay? That can show the function of being secretive in nature because the glandular secretes the materials. These can be absorptive as well, as in the case of the nutrition, digestive system, humans, 10th में आपने पढ़ा है, तो वहाँ पे absorptions कर लेते हैं ये food की, ठीक है? जो भी digested food material होता है उसकी ये absorption करते हैं, so it is also absorptive. Also, the major function performed by all is it's a lining tissue, right? It provides a lining. All the materials come in contact with this lining. All the organs, they are lined up by the epithelial tissue towards their inner side. Okay, so that are the functions of the epithelial tissue in connection to all, in general to all. Coming to the next is the types. Types में सबसे पहला हमने पढ़ा squamous. Squamous epithelial tissue. Squamous epithelial made up of the flattened cells, thin, and these are thin-walled, square shaped. These are the cells that forms the squamous epithelium. The epithelium as it is lining tissue. क्योंकि ये lining tissue है, इसलिए this tissue is applied, this tissue is, we can say, arranged over a sheet, any type of the tissue it can be, on the above of which there is the epithelial tissue which is arranged. This sheet is called as basement membrane, right? कोई भी और टिश्यू जिसके ऊपर ये टिका हुआ है epithelial tissue, उसको बोलेंगे basement membrane. ठीक है? So squamous epithelium क्या है? These are the thin lined, or you can say thin walled structures which are having the flattened structure, thin walled, flat होते हैं, और साथ में क्या होते हैं? Thin walled, flat and square shape. ठीक है? Squarish इनका shape होता है. So they are all squamous epithelial tissues. The squamous epithelial tissues, they form the simple type of the epithelial tissue. What is a compound type of an epithelial tissue? Hanji, what is a compound epithelium? जब ये बहुत ज्यादा मल्टी लेयर्ड हो जाता है. सिंगल लेयर्ड इज सिंपल, मल्टी लेयर्ड इज कम्प्लेक्स. ठीक है, कंपाउंड. Right, so this gets stratified. Stratified means this gets layered one above the another. तो इस तरह से layers बन जाती हैं इन cells की, और ये जो layers हैं इनको हम बोलते हैं, इसको एक special नाम दिया जाता है, that is the stratified squamous epithelial tissue. Where it is found? It is found in the skin. Skin that comprises of stratified squamous epithelium. And the squamous epithelium, where is it found? Inner lining of the mouth, that is the cheeks. Okay, inner lining of the cheek mein squamous epithelium. Second is the ciliated. Second हम columnar करते हैं पहले. Columnar epithelium. Columnar epithelium tissue जो है, as the name says, it is column shaped. ठीक है, ये thin और flat square थे, ये कॉलम शेप लॉन्ग एंड लेस वाइड मोर टॉल है. ठीक है, कॉलमनर. ठीक है, लेकिन इसमें एक और खासियत है कॉलम शेप में, जो इनका न्यूक्लियस होता है वो भी इलोंगेट कर जाता है. न्यूक्लियस भी इलोंगेटेड है. न्यूक्लियस के इलोंगेट के होने साथ साथ क्या होता है, दिस इज ऑल्सो अरेंज्ड नेक्स्ट टू द बेस और द साइड वॉल्स, नॉट नियर द टॉप वॉल. ठीक है, टॉप पे सरफेस पे नहीं होता है इसका न्यूक्लियस. That is a columnar epithelial tissue, right? The columnar epithelial tissue, this can further have the cilia or could not have the cilia. If this has the cilia, it is called as a ciliated columnar. If it does not have the cilia, it is called as simple columnar. Okay. The lining of your digestive tract, that is having the columnar epithelial tissues, right? Coming to the next is cuboidal epithelium. Cuboidal epithelium, again the name says cube shaped. This is the structures that which are having the same width as well as the length, but these also provide the cushiony surface to the cells, or sorry, it provides a cushiony surface to the structures that which passes along this lining. For example, there is a fallopian tube. So fallopian tube में से क्या पास करेगा, ओवा है ना. For ova, this is providing the cushiony surface, क्योंकि ओवा अपने आप में एक ही सेल है जो बनना है, mature होना है, taking 1 full month, nearly 28 days, and after that this is going to be given out through the fallopian tube into the uterus, whether fertilized or not fertilized, but it has to be passed on, right? And this fallopian tube provides it the cushiony surface. So that is by the cuboidal epithelium. Okay, so cuboidal epithelium mainly lines up the ducts or the tubules. Renal tubules हो गई, kidney tubules हो गई, ducts हो गई हमारी. Ducts मतलब जो हमारे अंदर pipelines होती हैं वो सारी, that is the cuboidal epithelium. Lining is made up of the cuboidal epithelium. Then the next is, ये दोनों ciliated भी हो सकते हैं, columnar और cuboidal ciliated हो सकते हैं. ठीक है, the next one is ciliated, either columnar और cuboidal. ठीक है, columnar के ऊपर भी आ सकता है cilia, cuboidal के ऊपर भी. Cilia क्या है? Small hairy projections which arises from the surface of the cell. If this is the cell, let's say, from the surface of the cell, from the basal granules, the cilia, the hairy projections, they arise. What is the role of these cilia? Anji, helps in the movement of the materials passing across this. ठीक है, जो भी मटेरियल जैसे हमारे डाइजेस्टिव ट्रैक्ट में विलाई प्रेजेंट होते हैं, सो विलाई क्या करते हैं? व्हाट डज दिस विलाई डू? विलाई क्या करते हैं? एब्जॉर्प्शन तो करते हैं, साथ में उनकी मूवमेंट से क्या होता है, आगे आगे मटेरियल जाता है ना. तो विलाई अपने आप में पूरा एक प्रोजेक्शन है स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन की वॉल्स का. पर ये क्या है? दीज आर द हेयरी प्रोजेक्शंस. दीज आर द हेयरी प्रोजेक्शंस ऑन द सर्फेस ऑफ द सेल. ये सेल की प्रोजेक्शंस है, वो तो अपने आप में एक पूरा पार्ट बन जाता है ना, एक वॉल है पूरा. ठीक है, लेकिन ये क्या है? सेल्स, सेल्स के हेयरी स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं. These are also providing the movement of the materials across it very easily. That is due to its movement, it allows the passage of the materials or the transportation of the movement of the materials across it very easily. that is ciliated columnar or ciliated cuboidal, right? Next is ciliated के बाद next is a glandular. Glandular is the one which is secretive in nature as well. बोरा, ठीक है? Glandular में भी हमने इसकी classification की थी. On the basis of the secretions it provides. What are the two categories of the glands? Glands की दो categories क्या हैं on the basis of the secretion they provide? हाँ जी, दिया. हाँ जी, दिया.
Ma'am, exocrine and endocrine.
Very good. It is exocrine and endocrine. And depending upon the number of the cells it comprises of, or depending upon its structure. Yes, depending upon the structure. Unicellular और multicellular. Unicellular भी हो सकते हैं, multicellular भी हो सकते हैं. सिक्रीशन कैसी दे रहे हैं उसके पे आपका एक्सोक्राइन एंडोक्राइन हो सकते हैं. तो एक्सोक्राइन कौन से होते हैं, क्या सिक्रीशन होता है उनका? The secretion of exocrine glands is called as enzymes, and that of the endocrine is called as hormones. ठीक है? Is there any difference between the hormones and the enzymes? What is the difference? Anji, raise up your hand. What's the difference between enzyme and hormones? Enzymes, they are involved in the reaction for the fastening up of the rate of reaction, and itself they remain unchanged. These are the biocatalysts. Chemistry में catalyst का definition को याद करवाते हैं, रट्टा बजवाते हैं. So the same is enzyme. Whereas hormone, they are not the catalyst. Hormones, they are produced and utilized by their target site, and they show a change. This is not just involved in the rate of reaction. This is involved in increasing the rate of the reaction. Okay, so that is an enzyme and a hormone. So now coming to the next is the second type, that is your muscular tissue. But on Wednesday, you are having your revision test 2 from these 3 chapters: morphology, animal tissues, and cell structure and function. Cell structure and function we have just recently completed, so you can please revise it thoroughly. If you have any doubts, we will be considering it before your revision test 2. Okay, but please do study that, right? Coming to the muscular tissue, the muscular tissue is further of how many types? 3 types. One is striated, second is unstriated, and the third is cardiac. Striated, unstriated, and cardiac. The 3. What is the other name of striated? Skeletal muscle tissue. The other name is skeletal muscle tissue. What is the other name of unstriated? Yes, Aditi. Aditi, what is the other name of unstriated?
Smooth muscles.
Yes, it's smooth muscle tissue. Then the cardiac has any other name? The cardiac has any other name or not?
No, ma'am.
No. No other name for the cardiac.
No.
Very, very good. Mute yourself. Yes. So this is striated, unstriated, and cardiac. Why this is called as striated? Because of the dark and light bands. Why unstriated? No dark and light bands. Cardiac shows dark and light bands, but due to intercalated disc, not similar to this. Okay. Skeletal क्यों कहते हैं? Because these are connected to the bones. Skeletal इसलिए कहते हैं ना, क्योंकि ये connected to bones होते हैं और voluntary actions provide करती हैं striated वाली. Unstriated में smooth क्यों कह रहे हैं इसको? Because they are not giving any rough appearance, and the arrangement of the cells making of this tissue, that is very smooth pattern. ठीक है? Diagram हम बना चुके हैं already. That is all the smooth pattern. Okay. You can be given a kind of the diagrams and identify the given tissue. ये भी आ सकता है, simple. ठीक है, कोई भी डायग्राम. अब डायग्राम्स के लिए बच्चे आपके जो डायग्राम्स हैं, listen, you can get the diagrams directly from the NCERT or you can also get the diagrams which I have drawn in the book. ठीक है, NCERT की रिकॉग्निशन जरूर आती होगा, क्योंकि क्या होता है कि NCERT में हमारे पास जो डायग्राम्स हैं, they are common for all. Right, but the ones which I have made, that is only common for the students, those who have studied from my class, है ना? So NCERT is the basic that which is required by the CBSE board. So I recommend you all also to start studying your NCERT. Okay, so recognition of the diagrams from NCERT is must. So because of its smooth arrangement, this is called as a smooth muscular tissue, right? Which of the three is a branched structure? Which of the three is a branch structure? Yes, Diya. Others kindly respond, बच्चे.
Cardiac muscles.
Cardiac muscles, very nice. Which of these is a multinucleated muscle?
Striated muscles.
Striated muscles, very nice. So the only one multinucleated is striated, rest uninucleated. The only one branched is cardiac, rest are unbranched. ठीक है, तो ये कुछ points of differences हम already consider कर चुके हैं. Along with the diagrams, you have to do it, right? Any confusions, any doubts to anyone? Yes, your time is getting over. The third tissue, that is connective tissue, we will be continuing it the next day, that is maybe tomorrow or day after. ठीक है, any questions if you have right now? Anji.